Well, last session you arrived in Onlau after some more little bit of a flashback. Finally
Mhm.
started moving forward into the system.
And we said hello to Future Next.
Yes, he did. He did. Um, and you tentatively approached the infraworld incursion is what I've been calling it. The incursion zone or incursion line of the infraworld, where real space has been subsumed into the infraworld and is effectively both infraworld and real space. And then using the coordinates that you had from previous Raza, began communicating with the colony down on the tower in Unlao. You first communicated with a older woman named Lisette. Uh,
Mhm.
let her know of your desire to speak with Drew or Riley, and she was not very helpful at first. You managed to bring her around as the ship came closer. Prepared a teleportation beacon embedded with a spatial synchrony mandala, so that Kana can teleport directly down, and you knew where it was, and could kind of keep a bearing on your keep a reference on your bearings.
Mhm.
At the same time, Lucette was coming around. Riley came around and got onto the microphone. Got very confused at talk of time shenanigans and I'm crew, but your crew, but really I'm crew. Um,
I'm
I
crew,
think
but
we handled
also
that
you're my
well.
great 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 great. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, like you lost count, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh,
I think the only way to do that is to actually have a count of them in front of you, arranged in
yeah.
rows of 10, and just keep tabbing the arrow key every time you say great.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
um, and oh, I've just now remembered or realized that we didn't get a whole lot of plans for the week in planning. Well, we're going
What are
in
plans?
unplanned. Anyways, and that's the end of the recap. You guys were planning to um there was some raw uh, uh begging almost, desperation, some raw desperation in Lucette as she realized that you have a ship capable of carrying lots of people,
Yes.
and begged you to uh basically get all of them off the planet. Evacuate, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yes,
Evacuate them
that's.
all from the planet. And so I had asked for some plans on how you wanted to evacuate about, I think I said about 800 people. I'll check the numbers in a minute. And because the ship won't take that many in a simple, if you're planning to just simply fly away with them. You're going to have to take some kind of special efforts to make sure that the life support holds and doesn't poison everybody.
Yeah, it won't comfortably take that many.
Yeah.
What if we compact everyone into cubes and then put them all in cryogenic storage?
I think this violates the comfortable part.
Oh.
Oh,
And also,
will life support last for 12 hours?
Will life support last for 12 hours? It probably will with some modifications. Alright, I've brought it into frame, we're on the loading screen. You've already done what you needed to, I believe. I saw that earlier. So I'm going to put us right over to what screen do you want to be on? Map
that's the
or
question, isn't
planning?
it? Let's go map. I feel like we might get distracted looking at planning.
Okay.
As I say, I'm particularly the ones planning.
Sounds like you got map. Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyone got any thoughts?
Um,
I mean,
about
there.
taking.
It
or
just
sorry.
seems a little early to be planning the. I mean, we need to get a feel for the situation here a little
Right.
more.
Yeah,
Right,
there
okay,
are other things we need to deal with first.
Right.
Here.
We were still mid conversation, weren't we?
It's like I get that. Yeah, it's like I get that that's their priority, but
There are other things we need to explore first.
right.
Mhm.
We need to better understand the decision, and yeah, well, I mean, I guess assure them that we plan to, probably, we'll
Yeah.
most likely be helping them,
Yeah.
but we have other things we want to discuss first.
We could
We-
certainly have Doug start working on putting together a life support solution.
We will say they needed help them. But in the meantime, other stuff.
Yeah.
Eh.
Like, what do we need for life support? Like oxygen? Just is it mostly like oxygen scrubbers or what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, what's the best way? I guess the question is, what's the best way to jury rig our life support situation to improve that, right? But also, I think we were hoping to explore a little more this time than
Yes.
relative to the last time we were here. So
Yeah, let's. I would like to
Yeah,
hold
sure.
off the discussion about what you actually need because that's something I'd like more time to think about. I can't
Mhm.
answer just you just need more O2 scrubbers. It's not a single
Mhm.
or list
yeah.
of things. It's
Mhm.
probably going to be abstracted into you need to do this much worth of work or this cost worth of spare parts to refit the ship into compatibility with this. And I do want to cater that to the exact plan that you have or plans. So unless we actually get to that point this session, I'm still gonna hold that off until for a over the week planning this conversation.
Okay.
So in the meantime, sounds like you would like to excuse me, get yourself a tour of facilities, so to speak,
Yes.
Yeah,
or
I
assess the
believe-
situation.
I believe Virgilia was still in the middle of a crew-to-crew conversation.
I thought that had finished.
We can do. We put it off till we were planet side.
Yeah.
Did we? Okay. Right, I
it's
just
just a
remember
little, it's just because it's just weird to do it over the phone.
I suppose, yeah, but like, I just remember the session ending on "Please help us,"
Mhm.
which feels like it invites a response, if nothing else.
It was a
know.
please help us as in like instead of goodbye.
Okay. Okay, right, that makes sense. Okay.
The conversation was basically over, and it was just that final plea of please don't forget us. Please help us.
Okay. Okay then.
Twist our arms, why don't you?
All right. So, what's the plan then? You are in orbit over Onalau. You have a spatial synchrony mandala, and you can bring the ship within range of that for Kana.
Sounds like we're quote unquote dropping. How many people can we bring down?
Yeah, did we get permission
With
to do that?
Like,
oh yeah.
I think we did.
I feel like we did, but I'm not sure.
We did ask them.
Mhm.
what was the question?
I feel like
Did we get permission to drop the
well,
spatial synchronicity?
Oh,
Basically, will they freak out if we, drop a fancy rock on them?
yeah. I believe you did get permission.
I mean, presumably we're not dropping it on them. We're just dropping
Yeah.
it near them.
Yeah, we'll drop it on the planet.
Right.
important thing to keep in mind.
Mhm.
I am operating at -2 total effort.
Yes,
Because
so
of the
yeah.
jumps.
How did this happen?
Be nice.
The I thought, are you asking for real or?
I'm actually asking for real. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it was the fancy super speed jumps consumes an effort for a whole week basically.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
So hey, it does have a downside. Hey, look,
But think about how fast we went.
we did go really fast.
This is so.
And it's a week in real space, so not in metaspace.
Yeah.
But it's not allowed to be back to back, as I understand. Yeah.
I assume a week in metaspace would work if you are not using the ability at that time, correct?
No, I can't be in metaspace, period.
Oh, okay.
Weird space magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weird space magic. That's how basically, yeah.
What if you're in the
A week of time
infraworld at that
change.
time?
Yeah. I don't remember. I think I asked last session, but I don't think I remember the answer.
Oh yeah.
Will
I
a
think
week of just chilling in the infraworld do it?
I think my intention there was that you spend a week in real space.
Okay, here's my next question. If we jump them to the next loop, does the timer have to go for another 8,000 years before they can use it again, or?
Oh,
No,
dear.
it's not based on actual on universe chronology. It is based on time spent.
Does real space refer to the infraworld, or does it not refer to the infraworld? I wasn't really clear with that answer.
Oh, real
Is
space is
Infraworld
not
real?
the infraworld.
Okay.
Confirmed.
A week
Infraworld is
spent
not real.
in non-infraworld, non-metaspace.
Yeah, I use real space as reference as opposed to metaspace. Like, real space is the physical, normal space that we're used to. Everything else
Real
is...
space is a space that doesn't hurt your head.
Non-meta space.
If you have to be in real space, does that mean you have to go on a fishing trip at the time?
Yes, it does now.
Okay.
I don't think Neokin can fish.
Well, the gardening count? Is gardening acceptable substitute?
What are you reeling then?
Houses.
Oh! Took me a second to realize what you meant by real space.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're really
Right, I
houses.
get you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It could just be a week in therapy. I can accept a week in
Gross.
therapy.
Boo. Boo this man.
Nice.
Uh,
And shame on me for not getting that sooner.
I've got enough bad questions and bad jokes, so we can move on.
okay. Well, it's the session, the board or the screen is yours right now. You've, I had already assumed you'd already dropped the spatial synchrony mandala, so take that assumption into your thoughts and your plans. If you didn't want to drop it yet, you don't have to, but at any point you can assume that it's been dropped and received. It's placed. It's not going to be messed with. And you hang on with that 1 sec. Excuse me. Interrupting with coughing fits this morning. So you know where the various locations or communities down on Tower are. You also know that the real treasure trove that the Raza had found is on the other planet, um, named, I've forgotten, is on the other planet.
Wasn't the tower.
Not Tower, right?
Oh. I have a name in my head and it's probably wrong.
What's your name?
But you'll
New
never
Terra?
know.
What's that? New Terra. Yes, it
Terra?
is. Yep, that's correct.
Hey, would you look at that?
Nice.
You mean like the hazelnut spread?
No, not no.
Okay.
Uh,
Thought you said you had enough bad jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, the situation has changed.
Has it now? Has it really?
He went away and got more.
Bad jokes and bad questions are just a constant drip to lose. The situation is technically always changing for him.
Yeah, true enough. I can just write that.
There aren't really any coordinates for New Terra of places to explore and investigate because the Cycle 2 Raza didn't really do much in that. I can't even remember if they touched down at all.
I was missing from
Definitely
most of those
did.
sessions, so I could not tell you.
Was
We
that not?
definitely did because
Okay.
we had at least one combat on the thing.
Right. You did engage with the chase sequence as well. I remember that now. Okay. And one last point that the GM is going to make before he lets you go free on planning is you do have Notario's trust drop that you can, with some difficulty, some added difficulty, accomplish with your fighter ship, the Dark Horizon. Not intended for a ship like that. It's intended for a drop pod or cargo lighter, but you can adapt it with some pilot checks. And that is supposed to get you on the ground in a ship capable of getting you back off the ground with minimal energy signature. So, what do you guys want to do?
I think we still want to teleport down to the surface of the actual habited place, so we can speak with the locals.
Okay.
Unless anyone else has another plan for now.
Well,
No, I got nothing.
we've kind of gotten their hopes up. I feel like we shouldn't leave them hanging that long.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, it was like, maybe we should just go and explore the other planet first. But I feel a little awkward after after we already started talking to these people. So
Yeah.
We
Show up, say hi, and then be like, actually, we're going to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
We can plan for the other planet as we go.
Yeah. We'll be back, promise. I'm sure they'll buy it.
Yeah, let me totally fine with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why wouldn't they be?
Right? Not like they have any reason to believe that we would leave instead of trying to evacuate 100 people.
You're only the first ship that they've seen in hundreds and hundreds of years. The only ship that these people have seen in their lifetime. And so
Right.
you're probably just a figment of their imagination. They'll go on with their daily lives.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, let's face it. What are the odds that they get completely overrun the moment that we show up, right?
Yeah. As everyone knows, if your hallucinations show up by themselves, then well, the only way you can tell it's not a hallucination is if they show up in pairs. Because hallucinations all travel alone.
Oh,
Mine
remember
do.
that.
And there's only one ship, so yeah, could easily be a hallucination.
I mean, I think that sounds like it's guaranteed to be a hallucination.
Not guaranteed, but entirely possible.
Anyways, maybe we don't gaslight these people.
What?
All right.
Just a thought.
No idea what you're talking about.
Nox is having some
Uh-huh.
character sheet difficulties.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh, what's that?
these are not
Nox?
the character sheet difficulties you're looking at.
Would you like me to hide those?
It doesn't matter. I got stuck in the middle of the screen. The woes of mobile gaming.
Devastating.
I removed them. Not that there's any actual reason to. Let me move you over to the ship screen so you can decide who you're going down with. Ending party.
So, if I recall correctly, the danger level is significantly higher for any non-vacant, non-Virgilia
Correct.
that goes down. Right.
No.
Like, probably not excessively high, given that the likelihood of the people already down there being vacant seems quite low. But
Yeah, 'cause
one to
that's
keep in
both-
mind.
I guess. No, there's only the one Vacant, right? Yeah, because were there other people? Were there others other than crew?
They are. How much of that would the Cycle 2 have really put into data? I think a fair amount. So from Cycle 2, communications with them, they're they knew of Vega and they knew of the risks of possession. And so it's safe to assume that if they've not had any outside contact at all, then there are Vega here that could possess your crew.
Okay.
You know what? I'll actually go give you more confidence in that because you have better data than just Cycle 2's adventures on this planet. You know that this active condenser means that any entity from the infraworld can slip through fairly easily. And that does include Vega that are capable of possessing your non-vacant crew.
I mean, I guess.
Well,
Well, I was thinking we could just also just ask the locals what how common those entities are.
Mhm.
I mean, they obviously know of those entities since they have, you know, they. My question was there any other? I guess, were there any other Iden, or was it just crew? I mean, I guess again that may be something we don't know, but
Cycle 2 would have a fairly good read on that. Or Cycle 2 data would have a fairly good read on that because
we
it
did
would have been
rescue them.
special. Yeah, they would have come along. Riley was the only one with Iden.
okay. So I suppose we can ask them how they deal with that, or if we should only. I like, you know, we should also ask them. Hey, should we only bring down Vacant? You know, just see
I
if the word
think
means anything
that-
to them.
given that given that we're gonna Kara's gonna need to be there at least briefly, so we should bring Keisha in as well, just to so that Kana can go safely if nothing else.
Oh yeah,
You know?
his ability is pretty darn powerful for that.
Like it's not gonna work indefinitely, but it's gonna help.
It reduces the odds of someone getting possessed.
Yeah.
Not to zero, but it's
Yeah,
pretty darn.
but lower.
What was it?
It's gonna take them a while to get through, but they will get through eventually. If something happens.
It's basically 50-50 because, you know, her saves are about the normal for an NPC, but she's got the +4 bonus. Most people don't get a save against this possession.
Oh, okay, right. I thought it was a bonus on the save. I forget that it's automatic. Act normally.
Right. She can create a save that she makes at a +4 bonus.
Okay, I thought it was a bonus to the save, which she gets her own bonus, but
Yeah.
right.
It's not a joke anymore. All right, so you want Chi-Shin with you?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd she go? There she is.
If
up in
nothing
engineering.
else, so that Mio can come, like, blip us down and then back out safely without, like, look, if a teleport gets me, we're basically boned. You know?
And that is one risk of traveling only by teleporter. You've
Yeah.
not left a ship
You have
behind.
It's a little bit of a single point of failure issue, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
It'll be fine.
Sure.
If we bring Doug down, he can maybe jury rig us a spaceship.
Yeah, I can build a vehicle in a day, right? So how hard could that be?
I would say that with the creative use of creative, a single-use atmospherically contained rocket into orbit, I would allow it with creative.
Think about it this way: there's a TL like 3.5 species in real life who can do that shit. So, and they're all fucking idiots. So I'm sure Doug can manage it.
That sounds a little bit racist.
3.5.
I don't know what you. I mean, I don't know what else you'd call it. It's about where we are.
They can't do it in a day, though.
Yeah.
It takes months, if not years.
Well, I mean, with enough TNT, you can get something to orbit.
I did just watch the Mythbusters episode where they revisited Rocket Man, so that's fun. That was actually what I watched last night.
There you go, then.
Yeah, they got him to go like 700 feet. That's almost into orbit, right?
No.
It's almost. I think it's almost there.
It was 700 feet more horizontally than vertically. I think they only got like 100 feet high, but that's almost escape velocity, I'm sure.
It's closer than most of us could manage.
Nox is asking if y'all should turn off the ship. I assume you mean the Raza, just in case, so that if Miokin does get possessed, she doesn't just joyride the ship out. Basically, put locks on it so that if Kana gets possessed, she can't come back, teleport back to the ship, and fly off.
That is a solid thought. And I quite like it.
I mean, I feel like Dex wouldn't do that to us, but
Dex has also given you lots and lots of warnings and cautions about unvacant characters.
Yeah.
I feel like
okay. Now that Dex has said that,
yeah. I mean, this is the thing. I feel like Dex wouldn't do that to us without giving us advance warning, and pointing out that Nox is asking about it counts as advance warning.
Yeah. No, you are absolutely right. All right. Anyways, let's put away the keys.
All right, who do you want to be the key holder and the person that does lock then, Natario or Shadow? They'll be the only one able to fly the ship until you've removed the lock.
Shadow. Shadow's. Nice.
Is there a way to make it not one of the pilots?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it might be better if we make it someone who's vacant, and then they definitely can't get possessed.
It should be either someone who's vacant or Virgilia, since possession is the issue here.
Vacant would be
probably
Doug. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, as chief engineer, you just do something and
it'd just be really bad if
out.
I'm on planet and I just die. But
yeah,
this is true. Yeah,
that'll be a y'all problem at that point.
Can we make it where it can be unlocked by any of n different people, or does it have to be one?
My initial
You
thought,
make it like a nuclear briefcase sort of deal where you have to have 2 people insert the keys simultaneously. But
my initial thought was that if you're gonna lock it down like this, then it should probably be locked down to a single operator, or locked down completely, which would, I guess, would be more like the situation you're proposing. Lock it down completely. Nobody can fly it unless X number of command crew, which is you guys, have removed the lock. So yes, you could do that.
Yeah.
These are all terrible ideas,
Yeah.
Docs.
it'll be fine.
No, they're great ideas.
Yeah.
They're great ideas, and we should do all of them.
They're
We should do all of them. We lock down the controls and give it to like Percy or something. Sabotage things in a way that only Doug knows how to fix, and put the keys in Das's vent room.
That's actually a solid thought. Yeah, that's actually a solid thought.
Is
No,
it?
it's not. It really isn't. No, because if we do that, then any one of us not coming back cripples the whole ship.
I want to point out
Okay.
another option that you have.
Mm-hmm.
That's just,
Give control over to Beth.
That which one? Yeah.
that is one of the options of all time.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Actually, I cannot remember, Dex. Can AI be possessed?
Yes.
I don't think that's ever been tested.
You know that the VI can be possessed, and you've gotten a fairly
It was,
good read on the mechanics of
light.
it. What allows them? Sorry, what's up, Meowkin?
yeah, that's what the whole light thing.
Yeah.
Supposed to, like,
You've gotten from crew the differences between the two different types of androids. Like, crew can possess a non-sapient android, but can't actually control them because they don't have the organic, like, nervous system that the sapient Ada androids grow organically. And so that should lead to the AI core, while it is a little bit more organic than just circuit boards and stuff, in this far future where AI actually have proper personalities and are real things.
define proper.
No.
It hasn't been tested. You could test it if you want to try having crew meet Beth. But everything that you understand about the how the possession works, they shouldn't be able to be possessed. And even if they could be possessed, there's no nervous system, so to speak, through which they could control anything.
That makes sense.
So Beth is perfectly safe to put in control of your ship.
Well, hold on.
From the perspective of possession, sure.
Yeah, that.
I would like
But
for you to put
yeah.
an icon on whoever has the keys to the ship, and I'll assume that multiple people means that those people are required. If you want to do a multiples of, then you can do that. Just let me know how many of the people that have the key are required. The time or stopwatch icon on the tokens will be the icon I'm looking for.
So here's a thought, right? Here's a thought. Say we have Myokin teleporting us down and we're bringing Keishin. And otherwise it's all Vacant in Virgilia. That means worst case we bring 2 entities back, right?
I'm sorry, I was distracted with chat.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
Worst case, however many non-vacant we take down,
Yeah.
that's how many come back.
No, like, because if we take more non-vacant down, then we're going to get more potential entities back, because, like, 1 per host, right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
Myokin, Keishin, all vacant, we bring back at most 2 entities, which means that if we have one vacant or Virgilia and 2 people who are staying on the ship and will therefore be safe as the key holders, then functionally we only need
Yeah.
like we still get the multiple
Yeah, I mean,
points.
if we can do a n of, then any two on the ship plus all of the vacant require at least 3.
Yeah.
And for people on the ship, let's just say Shadow and Notario. Why not?
There you go. I've placed a text, which I'll update once you've decided how many people have the keys and how many are required. So, you can move on to deciding who all you want to take down with you. You've got Kana and Chishin there as the non-vacants currently. All right, we've got Das.
I
Percy,
actually
and
have another
Virgilia.
suggestion.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Why not? We have an infraspace detector. Why not just set it up so someone has to not blip the infraspace detector in order to pilot the ship?
That is a more clever solution.
Does an entity that's possessing blip the detector?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
That's our big point of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. If you blip the detector, the ship just shuts down.
That's also a good one, yeah.
It means Virgilia can't pilot, but she has no pilot skill anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, how terrible.
I think that solution makes sense to me.
Okay, so if I'm understanding it correctly, you want to place another space detector, because the one you've got mounted on your ship to detect outwards is detecting outwards. So you'd have to install something at a point on your ship where you will teleport back to. And if you want it to be coded so that anyone who blips the detector is locked out of the ship controls.
I'd assume it would just be we'd just hotwire it into Helm or something.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So if somebody comes to the pilot's chair and they blip, then the controls lock down?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Which I
anybody
like as a
opposed to
solution.
this?
That works for me.
And presumably there'll be a process to unlock the controls, but
Hmm.
we
Yeah,
don't want to get locked out of our ship.
Oh,
That, but also we lock the. So that with a anti-tamper thing, but with a way to remove it that requires, say, Das or Doug. And I think also turn the ship off as well.
Well, let's think on this later. Let's do the simpler just key solution for now, because it seems like a more complex idea that would require some setup to make it not screw us over. Let's just give a couple of keys to the vacant members of the party, and I don't know. I'd probably suggest leaving one on the ship, but that I think all the vacant members are PCs, so maybe not that. Just give one to each of the vacant members of the party and just call it good.
At least it's basically an NPC at this point, unfortunately.
One on each vacant member and require 2 keys.
Yeah. Keys. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that seems reasonable and simple to remember.
Okay, tee yourselves up, everyone.
Yep. Please do put the stopwatch icon. As I've demonstrated on Siri, I'll remove it once you've stopwatched your tokens.
That's my technique.
Up in engineering.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense.
That was my exact thought when I found Chisha in there. I was like, where is she? Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you went looking for Doug, and your first thought wasn't, "Oh, he's in engineering." Like, do you know Doug? Are you sure?
Well, I also had a pop up over my screen, so
Ah, right.
I wasn't looking with the full visibility.
Mm.
I forgot engineering was on the map. Okay.
He doesn't really look at the map. He's just learned the map of engineering and forgets that there's more map.
Yeah.
All right. And was Virgilia given one of the unlock keys also?
Let's say no for now.
Okay. What about Elise?
Sure.
Yeah,
why
she is vacant, and I guess like
Yeah.
we
And
in
with the-
character we do not have the distinction between PC and NPC. So
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
and also she's probably the least likely one to have the key stolen or anything. Well, with the precognitive abilities. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was actually thinking the keys were like codes, but they can be physical too.
I think it's the
Yeah.
same.
I don't think it matters.
It really
Yeah.
doesn't. Nah. It's more for the visuals of it. All right. With that figured out, you look like you've got your landing party. Doug's not going down.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. Okay. You've got one person with the key on the ship at all times, and 3 going down. If you're ready to teleport, then make sure your equipment on your character sheet is correct.
Do I need these
What?
oxygen tanks?
I don't think we still need the oxygen tanks, no.
You do
No,
not.
I'll get rid of them then.
We are showing breathable atmosphere, right?
Yeah, how's the atmosphere?
That is a really good point. That now that you're looking at it, why don't you make me an int program check? Whoever would be doing those readings.
Spooky.
Well, I mean, if it's in program, I think Das is doing the readings.
Yeah. It's technically a comms
Yeah.
sensors thing, which is tied to programs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm guessing not hacking.
not hacking, no.
No, got to ask.
Tried.
The readings seem wrong.
13.
The
well.
readings seem to
Overworld.
suggest that you've got breathable atmosphere outside the ship.
You know what?
Do we
Maybe
have any
one oxygen
mechanism?
tank.
Do we have any mechanism to take a sample of air outside the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and analyze the sample and see if it's actually right.
Okay. It takes just a few minutes. Can't imagine it taking much longer than somebody going out into the airlock. At the very simplest, somebody going out into an airlock and collapsing, like taking a bag or something. The very simplest, like I said. There's much better ways to do it, but this is simple and no, bringing the space air back in. It's not breathable.
Okay.
Based on my knowledge of infraverse nonsense,
Mhm.
do I think that the absence of actual breathable air has any impact on whether the air is actually breathable?
Roll me. I think this is gonna be an int no.
Yeah.
I think regardless of the result of this, if you say it's breathable, you're going first.
Yeah, hold on a second. Sorry.
Seems fair.
Roll 20 is being difficult. I know nothing.
You know too much.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm afraid that whatever memories of weirdness crew has have been lost to time, and Virgilia doesn't have any relevant experience here.
Okay.
Okay.
There are some other oddities. The temperature in the ship doesn't feel the same as the temperature readings that you're getting.
Okay.
Feels a little bit chill and a little bit misty-like, a little damp, just a little bit. Not humid, but mist-like damp. You have certainly gotten some reports about the heating malfunctioning and not heating rooms. I'm afraid not.
Oh. Oh well.
No, I need to ask the question. Is that because there are no genetic abominations, or because Riley won't let us toss them out the airlock?
Good question. It's a good question, actually.
In the name of science, you know Riley would let you toss a genetic abomination out. Never mind that the genetic abomination is named Asta Hartman and looks like Asta Hartman.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on.
Any resemblance is purely coincidental.
Are we sure it's not just the normal Asta Hartman?
She
Yeah.
says she is, but ignore that.
That's purely a coincidence.
Well, do you want to explore the oddities of the atmosphere and air any further, or do you want to teleport down?
We could just ask when we get to the surface.
Assuming that we have a to ask with.
Well, yeah, I think if we're going to ask down at the surface, when we get there, we need to go down in suits, because what if it's not?
Yeah. Okay.
Which
I've
then
still got my
does
back
that
skin
energy
thing, so.
stuff? Is there weirdness here?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Is there going to be weirdness with, like, suits need power, and thus we're going to...
The general sense that you've got, just to refresh you from what data you already have, is that things that are just powering minor things like A cells, just powering things, is not really a big deal. It's more the large energetic bursts of power. Technically, those A cells powering things can draw the attention of the smoke entities, but at the point where they would, they're already close enough to have detected you through their own senses.
Right.
Or purely your
Okay.
own your own human electricity system.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking like the surface of the planet, like it was previously a habitable planet. It should have enough pressure to sustain human life. So the only question would be breathable air, which how much like I'm not familiar with like I guess breathing apparatus. Do like oxygen tanks use electricity?
No.
So,
I'm not either.
didn't-
Vac suits
It's
require
just-
an
it's-
A cell. That's all I know.
right.
Yeah, well, vaccines probably have like peripherals,
Yeah.
like like a little HUD showing how much area you have left and
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
it's
it's exactly. I think it's reasonable that we're in sci-fi enough that yes, your vac suits are being powered, and that powering is required. But like I said, it's
But-
such a small amount.
Yeah. I mean, the,
And-
the vac suit does say it's temperature controlled as well. So you'd need like heaters and coolers and things. So there's going to be some power there. But it's a Type A for 12 hours. So it's not a huge amount.
Regardless, I think we're probably good to just go down if it like A cells are not a significant risk.
Yeah.
So
But
Let's-
if we really want to be super paranoid, though, I do know an oxygen tank does not require any sort of power. So that's just basically pure the high pressure in the tank that pushes
yeah,
it out.
I
It's just a matter of
figured that
releasing
was the case. Still, I think we're good. We can hop
it.
down.
Yeah, I think it's fine because human electricity, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also bringing an oxygen tank just to be safe, since I had like 5 of them anyway.
Okay.
I mean, it's like maybe they need oxygen, and maybe it's like. I guess actually, I guess there's a question. Yeah, we could ask if they need. We could bring down like a little care kit. A sign of good faith.
Well, they'll take any kind of equipment or effectively spare parts. They rattle off some needs, and they'll take spare parts. Absolutely.
Yeah, now I'll figure. I mean, we've got a ship locker, right? So, like, obviously, as long as we're not like canning out tons, but it would be something that we'd be able to easily replenish.
Why not bring down a carton or two of tea?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, it's just something that's inconsequential to us, but would probably be life saving for them. Anyways, I realize this is already enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get
I'll just leave it at yes, they would appreciate equipment, but they don't have any kind of list for you that of things that they need. If you want to bring down some spare parts, they'll certainly be appreciative of that.
we'll just say that. Yeah, like I said, like I'm fine with just marking off some spare parts or something like that for like Doug care package.
Sure. Just
I mean,
mark down however you think is you want to bring. And somebody asked earlier how many Kana can teleport, and the answer is yes. I think she could technically do half your ship at a time.
Oh yeah, I guess
So
that's what matters.
it's
I guess it
6.
depends how much Kana can carry. Yeah, what's Kana's limit on a spare part on a?
I thought it was 6 other people, herself plus 6 people per teleport skill.
But then whatever they're carrying, right?
Yeah,
Up to
whatever they're
self.
carrying.
Okay. Regardless, probably more than we need.
3. It's 3 others per. I was doubling it. I'm
Right.
sorry. It's 6 because you get it at level as a level 2 power, so it's automatically 6. So no, you were correct there, Nox. It's 12 per jump.
I can
But
bring
still,
4.
easily enough for who you've designated in your landing party. And I'm going to move us along a little bit here. You get yourselves prepared. Do pause me if you absolutely need something done first. Get yourselves all prepared and geared up, and set up the navigation system lock. Okay, got it. And all arrange yourselves so that Kana can teleport you down to the beacon. The beacon is still transmitting. It is still beaconing. Doesn't seem to have been moved or disturbed. And kind of still has spatial synchrony linked to it. You teleport down, and despite reported differences in the temperature from ship sensors, it feels exactly the same temperature as it did when you were on your ship. It also still feels kind of misty and damp inside your back suit.
It's gotta be weird, unsettling.
Peculiar, yeah. I feel like that shouldn't necessarily be that way.
It absolutely should not be that way. Your
Yeah, I mean,
backsuits are
usually
not
the whole point of it is it's
your
it's
backsuits
keeping
are not
you-
reporting
it's-
errors.
It should be isolating us from the environment, and it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like
But
I feel like
guess
that's gotta be like
probably
somewhere that
'cause-
like if your vac suit feels damp, you should not be wearing it.
Yeah. But I guess it's kind of like we're in like a different way that's like space works differently here. So I guess it makes sense that a thing designed to protect against normal, regular vacuum space is gonna be a bit weird.
I suppose so, but this is still very strange.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely not saying it's not strange. There's just probably some sensible explanation for why.
Yeah. Well, as you're noting the weirdness of it and pondering or looking around, Percy and Zas, do you sense an ambush?
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we'll roll a perception, huh?
Sorry, are you saying
sorry.
do you sense an
Sorry.
ambush or you do sense an
You
ambush?
do sense an ambush.
Okay,
Yeah, this is this any time that like we go into something, and Dex is like, okay, Percy and Das a thing. that is almost guaranteed to be an ambush. Because that is the two party members that have alert.
That's it.
Go ahead and both roll wisdom notice. 39. Holy wow.
Yeah, I forgot my ready. We carrying a lot of spare parts that are ready too.
Okay.
So is Doug coming down with just like backpack full of spare parts, bandolier full of spare parts, pockets full of spare parts, hands full of spare parts?
Bin bag full of spare parts.
Exactly. He is loaded down with spare parts.
Wow.
He had some extra spare parts, so he made he made a new container out of spare parts so he could carry more spare parts.
I guess you could
Why
say.
can I hold on to all these spare parts? Oh wait, I can.
I mean, extra spare parts. That's kind of a redundancy, isn't it? By the definition, they are extra. Because they're spare parts. No.
Yeah.
So,
But
yes.
Does he really have any spares to part with?
He does. He does. He's got 39 of them. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's not counting the 6 that are my personal supply. So I'm actually carrying 45, but I intend to keep 6.
I didn't think 39 was an odd number. I mean, by definition, it's an odd number, but also I thought it was a peculiar number.
What?
Ignore him. He's being number
okay.
weird.
What?
So, Das and Percy, you both notice it's not incompetent, but it's definitely not an ambush by experienced, SEAL agents. It looks like the markings that you see look like people who have never had to ambush somebody before and have had time to prepare and do the absolute best that they could. You're still, the two of you are very keen and very aware of threats on your life, for various reasons.
Yeah, I
And
can't imagine why we might have developed those senses.
Gee, I wonder.
well,
Paranoia.
you can't necessarily, point out every single person that's surrounding you. You do see the signs, and you know that there's at least a half dozen, possibly up to a dozen, with some kind of weapons trained on you.
Mm.
Hmm.
The area that you're in is there's a fair amount of cover. You did put the beacon fairly close to the Freeman Center, and so it is city. It's ruined city where
Mm.
buildings have actually had combat damage or explosive damage, and have been some low walls knocked down to low walls. There are also standing buildings through which people could be aiming a gun through windows or around doors. Um, the lighting of the area also makes it a little bit more conducive to an ambush because light just kind of seems to permeate. There's not really any good point origins of light. You see the sun in the sky, although it's questionable if that's a sun. It looks more like an eclipse, ringed by a slight purple tinge. It's not really slight, ringed by a purplish tinge. And the environment around you is suffused with a blue light, as I said, with no point origin. The lights on your back suits and stuff, they are making light through through this area, but they seem to be the only things that are making light through this area aside from the blue light suffusion.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
Wow, this isn't terribly welcoming.
Virgilia can't say that yet.
I was gonna say, as far as you know, that's it. I mean, you could just be saying that in response to everything except the ambush.
That's
but,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you just say that.
Yeah.
Do Das or Percy make mention of this?
I think Das's response would be to look at Percy and sort of make eye contact and make him aware that she's felt something and make sure that he's felt it as well, but then defer to Percy for what to do about it.
Yeah. I think, and this is something that I actually thought of before, but I forgot to mention. Dex, is it unreasonable to think that Percy would set up just some like relatively subtle vocal cue that hey, we're about to be ambushed?
Yeah, that's
Like
fine.
I don't know, like 3 tongue clicks in a row, for example.
Yeah, I don't mind a quick communication of everybody be alert
Yeah.
in code.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just. Yeah. It's just like. What 1 click is be alert. 3 clicks is we're almost set. No. 1 click's a normal thing. 2 clicks to be alert. 3 is we're definitely about to be ambushed. I'm not actually going to provide tongue click sounds. My audio suppression is going to eat them up.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I still want you to try.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
1 sec.
Actually, Dex, while this is going on, I had a quick question.
What's up?
Do fires attract the black smoke entities?
Fires do attract the smoke entities, yes.
Okay.
But there's no way there could be fire here. It's all damp and misty.
There definitely can be.
While there's smoke, there's fire.
Where there's fire, there's smoke. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, where there's fire, there's smoke entities.
And where there's smoke, there's fire entities. Wait, no, hang on.
Wait,
What?
what?
No.
Yeah, I think we need to be worried about fire entities.
I mean, aren't all fires entities?
Depends how. That depends on how philosophically you want to get about what quantifies a living being, and that is definitely not something Percy would say because we're about to be ambushed. So.
Fire is just a memory of entropy.
Are there air, earth, and water entities as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And
How
wind.
about wood and metal?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right. So Percy has given the signal to be on guard. You're about to be ambushed.
Yeah.
I feel like Doug's just like struggling all these spare parts. What?
Did Percy explain the system to Virgilia?
Probably because it seems like you're coming along with us and stuff now frequently,
Okay.
which is fair. And I need you to know what to do if we're about to get shot at.
It's part of the Raza training onboarding process.
Yeah, Percy would think of it even if I didn't.
That's fair.
All right. 1 second here. Oh, while I'm 1 second, then you can talk amongst yourselves. It's fine.
Okay. We don't seem to be, but we can.
You do not seem to be. That's correct.
Should I do a performance to not be obviously looking around?
You can. You can.
Let's see. Just be cool. Be cool.
Be cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I can play it cool.
Hmm.
I'm really focused on getting all these spare parts balanced.
So, with knowledge of an imminent ambush, do you want to take any preemptive actions, or are you going to wait and see what happens?
I feel like this is probably just them being cautious, personally.
Okay. In
And
that case, I'll call the one. Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, I'll point out that it's been a matter of split seconds for your characters since I've told you, Das and Percy that they're aware of this. So, giving you the benefit of their alert to do things if you want to do them, or you can wait. And that sounds like that's what you're going to do, Barrel. Sorry, not wait, is call out.
Oh, yeah, like, once Percy signals, if a few seconds pass and nothing has happened, Percy's gonna go, okay, so you're gonna come out, or...
I think a few seconds is fair. Nothing does happen there. And Percy asks, so you're gonna come out? You hear from the nearby distance, a man's voice ring out. Drop all of your weapons on the ground. We have you surrounded.
Percy sits down.
Hold on.
You think is that how to greet friendlies?
Based on the eclectic memory stuff from last time, would I recognize, or crew recognize the voice rather?
No, I think that's too specific.
Okay.
In response to Doug, is that how you greet friendlies? The voice says, "We don't know who you are."
Jeez,
We can leave if you want.
We're gonna have to explain this to everyone we meet on this planet.
I mean, we could just pack up and go, right, y'all?
No, don't go. Just protecting our own.
Funny way of showing it.
Who are you?
Well, that's Doug. I'm Percy.
Another voice rings out. Nobody's been to this planet, to this system in hundreds of years. And you just show up.
Right, and your first thought, to
What?
point guns at them.
Somebody else. You know where we are. And then the first voice. It all seems too convenient.
Yeah, it's almost like
Life's-
we've been here before.
Life's funny like that, ain't it?
Yeah.
How they identities aren't they're not visually distinct, right? Like if crew showed himself, would they recognize him as crew?
No, they're not visually
They're
distinct.
not. Okay.
Percy
So-
just looks at Virgilia and goes, "Look, they're suspicious enough already. Don't confuse it further."
Yeah. I'm realizing that.
The one that's been that started the conversation approaches. He's got his gun out, just a combat rifle. It's not pointed at you. It's pointed at the gun. He's got some clear trigger discipline, and by those of you that have any levels of warrior and or reasonable shoot skills, he's decently combat trained in a sense. He approaches cautiously, stays several meters away. Turn off your lights.
Okay.
You're blinding him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll turn the lights off.
Mhm.
Yeah, he blinks and you realize that he can see you as clearly in the suffuse blue light as you can see him.
Mhm.
Where are you from? And how do you know us?
That is
outside. Do you want more detail than that?
how we know you is a very complicated question.
Is there, yeah, and perhaps it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a while to explain, and it's not so comfortable out here.
At least 8,000 years to explain in full. Still.
I don't have 8,000
You can
years.
summarize
I
all that,
have
Virgilia.
hundreds of people
Excuse
relying
me.
on us to protect them.
She's been a bit of a smart ass. Don't worry about it.
Believe me, we know.
If your intentions truly are to help us, lay down all of your weapons. We won't steal them.
Percy is still sitting on the ground and just raises his empty hands.
Did he
Which
not bring
ironically enough,
his actual gun?
no, the actual guns are on the ground.
Okay, he already did that.
It's just, yeah, like I say, because of the body arsenal way, I've also sat down. Put your weapons on the ground.
Oh. That's the part I missed. Okay.
Yep, nice. Das was never holding a gun to start with, so.
Yeah, I think Virgilia would have brought an energy weapon as backup if absolutely necessary, so she'll put that down.
You do also
I guess-
have the two that Doug was able to make. Do you remember which what weapons you made, Doug? Or
It was just it was the ghost guns, the ones the Zoe weapons.
okay, the one that Zoe
Two,
developed.
two of those. Yeah, we haven't made any more in case of entity the Moo rifles.
Right, because those take a fair amount more pre-tech, I believe.
Yeah, and also while they're good, the ghost
The ghost gun is
The
more
ghost gun's
specific.
better.
yeah, the ghost gun's a more specialized weapon, so it's slightly better. I think overall it's better when dealing with the smoke entities.
Right.
The Moo laser rifle is better overall, but just because it's that whole snapshot thing.
All right. So Das isn't making a show of putting weapons on the ground. Is anyone else not putting weapons on the ground?
I mean,
Well,
technically, I guess. Mechanically, I'm
like,
not.
Isn't
Yeah.
yeah, Das like isn't making a show of not putting weapons on the ground, but is probably like making it clear that she is not holding any weapons.
Okay. All right,
You know, like
and
they're saying put your weapons on the ground. Das is like, I don't have any.
I guess mechanically, I am not like overburdened, so I guess technically, I could. I should probably at least have a laser pistol, but I'll certainly put that on the ground.
You're carrying too much shit.
But-
You're carrying too much shit. You don't
But,
even
but yeah,
have three
I do want it to be an awkward situation for Doug to try to put his weapon on the ground.
yeah, 39 spare
Yeah.
points, spare parts. I think it is. It does look awkward unless you try not to.
There's a lot of clanking as he tries.
The man in front kind of side eyes towards someone else that you know they're there. You just can't explicitly see them as he watches Doug. Oh, okay. Thank you. Back away. We'll wrap them up and return them to you. When Lisette and I are satisfied. Yeah. He approaches tentatively if you back up from the weapons that you left on the ground. I'm curious how Viral will interpret that for Percy. Does he stay there or does he move back?
He gives the guy a look actually and says, for people who don't want help, you place an awful lot of conditions.
I have my people to keep safe.
Yeah. And I have mine, Percy gestures at the crew. Let me keep my gun, you can take the rest.
How do I know I can trust you?
Well,
I mean, I
agree
could
with
ask you
you.
the same. I could ask you the same.
You appeared from the sky. I imagine you can return to wherever you came from.
well, I imagine it appeared more like we disappeared out of nowhere.
Does Doug say that?
Yes.
Yes, that is what I mean.
Well, we popped up from underground. Sorry, I'm getting us distracted.
Yeah, and popping it underground or back into the sky or wherever takes a bit longer than pulling a trigger. You see my point, don't you? I don't want to build any of my people any more than you do yours.
Maybe you should just go then.
Like, leave? I mean, can we at least talk to crew?
You will
No,
You will go nowhere near Riley until I know that she'll be safe.
Here, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and step forward a second, like hands raised.
Mhm.
Listen, this might be easier if crew can talk to you directly.
Crew only talk to Riley.
Can I take a step forward without you shooting me?
There are a dozen other guns on you. Make no sudden move.
The problem's gonna be convincing them the crew is crew.
Yeah.
But
I'm not making any
he does not. He does not.
moves. Okay, I'm going to step forward very gingerly so as not to upset them and get within 3 meters and then make... Alright? And then make a mind link.
Alright, you want to post that for us?
That's definitely better than what I thought you were doing.
What do you think I was doing?
I thought you were just gonna have crew pop out.
No.
I thought the American thought you were going to mind control them.
I mean, that's technically an option, but no, we're
No.
keeping this.
It's a little
Yeah,
bit. It's a little
no.
bit hostile. Little heavy-handed.
Hmm.
Right.
Because like I'm reasonably confident we're not in real danger here.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of not
Yeah.
turning it to a gunfight with these people.
Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Their bullets will hurt the same, but your characters are experienced enough to put
Yeah.
yourself in positions where they can't get those clear kill shots on you. That's what
Yeah.
the hit points mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. With that being said, it's
Basically,
not a thing
I,
about.
I am confident in our characters at this level.
Oh yeah, I am more than confident in our characters at this level. I'm not being obstinate because we're in danger. I'm being obstinate because Percy doesn't know what odds we're up against. Like this is absolutely. He's like, give all of our guns to you.
So this does require a willing participant. Is Virgilia trying to accomplish that just by her mannerism, or is she saying something?
I'm going to. I'm trying to do it. Let's see. I would say she is going to explain a little bit. I'm going to ask Crew to make a connection with you. Not anything big, and I need you to bear with me on this. It will make sense shortly.
Go ahead and roll
I
me
did.
a wisdom notice.
That is what the mind controlling alien would say.
Yeah.
Would I mind controlling alien ask first?
If I needed consent, yeah.
9.
So, Virgilia notices that a crew, or referencing crew, is creating resistance. He clearly recognizes the name crew, and talking about crew as if he's here and something that is under Virgilia's control or communication with Virgilia is creating some dissonance for him. That said, that's just an observation. He does become willing, and so you do establish the mind link.
The first thing I say in the mind link is, you live in a bubble, in an Infoverse bubble, and really this is the weirdest thing that's happened to you? Come on, man.
What is this? How are you in my head?
I'm not.
What is this?
Crew is making this connection.
Crew is
And-
safe with Riley.
Yes. Yes, and again, this is back to, this is the weirdest thing that's happened to you. He's here as well.
This is the weirdest thing that's happened to me. He sounds almost upset by that fact. More upset by that fact than the rest of this. True.
Any relation to Mewtwo is completely coincidental. Don't sue me, Nintendo.
Why do you keep calling this crew?
Because it is crew. It is the same crew that is currently with Riley.
It's impossible. All of the Vega are different.
All of them are different, except the ones that are the same, for very specific reasons.
You're very bold, telling us that you are possessed.
Not possessed, bonded. It's a different thing.
Convince your companions to lay down all their arms and we'll bring you to Crew. Crew will destroy you if you are an evil entity. or an evil Vega.
That would be pretty funny.
I understand why you're
Evil.
suspicious, given the conditions, but
No entity here means us well, except for crew.
once again, this is Crew. But
Stop saying
fine. Okay. It's Crew. What absurd name? It's Urk. Here, it's Urk.
I can't believe you didn't just go with 2.
Nah. Two is too easy.
Just tell them it's spelled differently. It's Crew, but with a C. Riley will be the Crew will be your judge.
All right. Great. He does that sometimes anyway. I'll talk to the others. You, sir, can I ask you one favor before I do?
What is it?
Please chill.
Oh dear.
You feel the desperation in his, I guess, feelings over the mind link here. He says it again. I have hundreds of people to protect.
We understand that. They have been No, I'm not going to explain this yet. Your people are not in danger from us.
I would like to trust you. We want to believe that there is escape.
Well, then calm down for a second. Just go with it. It'll all be fine. Okay, everyone. I'll speak out loud now. We're good. I don't actually know whether you've brought any other weapons, so put down the ones you haven't put down yet. We'll all be fine. Have you not put down any weapons? Actually, did everyone put down their weapons? Insofar as Percy is capable of doing so?
You have no idea how many weapons I've actually brought. Yes.
Yeah.
The sticking point seemed more that Percy, I think, wasn't willing to step away from them for them to be packaged up.
Yeah, because like putting our weapons down so we can't use them easily is one thing. Taking them away and potentially firing them back at us is another.
Yeah, what is it? Did you have your thunder gun?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I do have my customized weapon.
I guess we presumably have the ghost guns and the Moo rifle with us, though, right?
Probably. Did someone bring those?
We should probably decide who has those.
Those are important items to make sure are on your sheet. Yes.
Yes.
You know.
So we got 2 ghost guns and the 1 Moo Tech laser rifle.
Yeah.
Those are the particularly well suited to combating entities.
I picked it up, but can Myokin just port the weapons back onto the ship? That way they are effectively gone, but they still don't get them.
Are you teleporting back with them?
Yeah.
I don't.
And then I'll come back after I'm done with that.
Is that worth spending the effort? Is that per scene? But yeah, what is
no?
your,
I don't. I don't spend effort teleporting unless I'm teleporting with other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
It costs me nothing.
Yeah, she could. You may want to say something to them about what you're doing, so as not to interfere with, what Virgilia's doing here. But as a answer to the question, yeah, she could teleport the important weapons back onto the ship if you want.
Then the Myokin will, I guess, say, can I just bring the weapons back onto the ship and then come back?
That would work.
Um, the man that you've been speaking to, while he saw you appear out of thin air, he's certainly not making any assumptions about what you mean, and so he looks to Virgilia for clarification.
I'm a tele.
They're going to teleport back to the ship.
Teleportation. Is that how you? Yes, that would be fine.
Did you just... How did you think we got down here?
We don't.
We got here through the mystery of the free market. Like,
I told you.
What?
We didn't.
nothing.
She's fucking with you. You know, these people have been sequestered away for hundreds of years. We should really stop taking the piss out of them.
I
Yeah,
guess poop
the
and
man
then also
says,
poop.
yeah, if this will settle the matter satisfactory to you, then do
Yeah. Bessie quite happily hands the weapons over. Like, gathers up all the way to just like an armful of weaponry. Here you go.
it. Is he just sending all the weapons back with the gunner?
Yeah.
Do these people not have vac suits on?
These people do not have back suits on.
Okay, Myokin's going to bring the stuff to the ship and then come back without a vac suit.
Huh. Okay.
And then we see Broken choking. No, it's not gonna happen.
It'd be hilarious. If this is how I die, it'd be funny.
All it takes is one careless mistake.
Yeah.
All right. Takes a
Hope you
little bit to get out of the suit.
It's like, what's taking Yoko so long?
Yeah, it's not like her, huh?
You don't think she like misteleported or something?
Have you
Right?
met her? She didn't.
I mean, to be fair, unless Myokin is literally dropping the guns in a pile on the floor, it'll take time to put them back where they belong.
I'll be honest. That's why I would kind of. I so far as I thought that's what Myokin was gonna do.
That is what Myokin is doing, but Myokin is also taking the time to put them away.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't think you were dropping them.
It's taking so long.
I didn't think you were dropping them. I thought you were putting them down in a pile so that they don't go off.
I don't make guns
Yeah.
that shoddy.
And
They just
maybe
go off.
on a table rather than the floor.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Less chance for them to go off.
It is a trivial affair to call one of your security over and have them properly store the weapons either in the armory or someplace quickly accessible for you to retrieve it on a moment's notice.
Actually, why do they have a chance of going off? Did you people all have the safeties off? All of the
Right?
safeties off at once?
No.
Yeah.
No, but you can't be too careful. Literally impossible to be too careful with a gun.
Yeah.
I'm not dead right now.
Well, I mean, I think there's ways to be too careful with a gun.
Yeah,
Hold
like
to
not
the-
bringing it to a dangerous situation in case someone takes it off you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Wait. All right. Kana dispenses with the weapons and extricates herself from the back suit and returns. And go ahead and give me a. No, you're fine. She can breathe normally.
Can Kana not just actually? Can Kana just not teleport out of the back suit?
We have had many a conversation about this.
And I can't remember which way they've
Teleporting-
gone.
I mean, teleporting out should be easy enough, but teleporting in would be way harder. But, but anyways,
We'll just say that she's out of the back suit and she returns.
yeah. Anyway, so Doug will take off his backsuit helmet then. It's like, how is it muggy in here?
That gets a confused look from the man that you've been talking to. Others come out from their places on his gesture. He gestures that it's all okay. And while Kana was this happened while Kana was still on the ship. He slung his rifle. The others follow suit and don't have them, held. They're ready. But they're not aimed or held. And
Did he have a combat rifle?
yeah, he had a combat rifle. Some of them have pistols. You
But
do
those
see
aren't effective against entities, now are they?
they're not. You do see that some of them have
Rude.
laser rifles, but those were not the weapons that they were holding in readiness for combat with you.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess, yeah, because they can use the ballistic weapons without tracking entities, but so far... sorry, now I'm just thinking about why they have all these ballistic weapons that are still in working condition. Are they in working condition?
Well,
Yeah, that's the
they
question, isn't
haven't
it?
fired them at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Doug's is like,
And
wait, do
this-
those... So Doug's thinking about this is like, wait, do those guns even work?
And this is why.
Going down this line of thought.
And this is why they wanted our guns.
You do also see that some of them have crossbows. Those should at least work with certainty.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, not all of them were armed with even TL3 weapons, and fewer of them were armed with anything that would affect the entities.
We should really mention that to them at the end. Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Connor returns. No back to. Doug takes off his helmet and makes the muggy comment, and it's not just the man that you've been speaking with, whose name you now learn is Hamish, but also some of the others. They don't look like in grand confusion. It's more like just somebody said a foreign word.
muggy. Yeah, I guess they wouldn't have a word for it.
If it's just always like that.
Yeah, it's just like, that's just normal.
Dude.
Yeah, our air is drier. Wait, drier?
And also, it can be kept out.
Honestly, it's kind of a miracle that we're speaking the same language at all. It's been hundreds of years.
Oh yeah, what?
Hamish's mandate, or gosh, did I call it mandate? Oh yeah, no, not mandate. English. I just called it English. Yeah. It is not perfect. It is a bit broken. You detect an accent there. You detected a little bit of an accent from Lisette also. But yeah, Lisette and
work through it.
Hamish are able to communicate clearly and effectively.
Which is kind of impressive.
Yeah. Virgilia, any thoughts on that?
Sorry, I was glancing away to deal with some messages from about work.
These people have been by themselves for hundreds of years, and we can actually understand each other.
Oh, so language.
Linguistic drift.
Or the lack thereof.
There could be a bunch of different explanations for it. How much access do they have from old Earth media and such?
Yeah.
Their accent does ring very close to old Terran Mandate.
Yeah. So if they've got a bunch of like books and like low energy media around, then it's not out of the questions that there would be some similarities. There's a lot of ifs in there. It's odd, but not out of the question.
Ifs, ands, and buts.
Also, we're in the fucking infra world, so I'm willing to just say whatever to logic.
You know, that's the point. That's kind of a point, actually. Yeah.
We are in the place where memory forms a key component of reality.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like you're basically you're basically arguing points of logic while if kind of something close to lucid dreaming. Like, just don't.
You know,
It's not going to happen.
fair point. That is a fair point.
All right. If you're okay with being escorted, they do they'll escort you the
Mhm.
few hundred meters away from a the location that you were looking at.
Mhm.
Hamish will engage in some small conversation with you, and you hear chatter from those around. It's quiet and subdued, as if just talking will draw unwanted attention. Although they weren't exercising that when they were, calling across to you. So it feels more like just they've been living under predators for their entire life, and so they just out and about, they just talk quieter.
Makes sense.
Doug's gonna ask, like, do they react to noise?
Does he ask that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that is actually one of the things that Hamish is most willing to talk about is the hardships and difficulties that they've faced, and
Yeah, I bet.
he'll say that no, they don't react to noise, but it has just become a matter of habit, and sometimes our they call them refugees, humans, campers. I cannot think. Sometimes our people get possessed, and they can hear. And sometimes people not possessed of Vega are still possessed of an insanity or an evil.
It's easy to go mad in a place like this.
It has been a struggle through our ancestors. And Lisette has given us some hope that everywhere is not like this.
Absolutely.
Then
This
why
is.
us?
Not
Why
yet.
us?
Why were you affected by this? Or why did we come to visit you?
Why have we had to suffer this?
That's a question you have to ask for the big man in the sky. Oh, not us. I know we came from the sky, but
No, not helping. Percy just sort of face palms and shakes his head gently.
Some people are faced with an unfortunate fate. It's
we're not exactly philosophers, are we?
yeah. It is a point that will always be just due to the way things came to be. None of this is making sense. Ill fortune.
We understand how things are. But be careful, that is Vega speak.
I did mind link with you. You know,
I know.
Yes,
Just be
I'll,
careful not to speak too openly of things being the way they must be.
Mm.
right.
As you're walking,
I was just going to chime in one thing there.
go ahead.
Uh, hmm. Is it safe to point out that justice is not some physical property of the universe? And some people just have shit luck for no reason?
Yes, I suppose that would describe our lot.
Mm.
If there are others who live differently than this, then perhaps there is no justice.
Mm.
We are kind people, pleasant, mostly. We have suffered much. And for why? Don't expect you to know the answer to that.
Mm.
But I suppose, thank you for saying that it is just us.
Mm.
Are there others? I should ask. There are other
Like
places like
us?
this.
That are affected by the infraworld?
Subsumed.
Yes.
Not such as this.
Not in this specific way, but yes. Wait, hold on. Were there other places it affected exactly like this?
He doesn't know whether you're telling the truth or not.
According to your go ahead.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say to what we know, yes, this is the only place that the only place that we know of that's been subsumed.
So far.
Right.
Yeah, there might be a couple other places that are on the brink.
Yeah. What do you think will make them feel better? Knowing that they're the only ones like this, or knowing that they're not the only ones like this?
The direction
knowing the
Virgilia was
truth
going will make him feel better.
Okay.
Are we trying to make it feel better?
You're the only ones affected by it in this specific way that we know of so far.
So far, do you mean that others?
There is
might
the
collapse?
potential that others could become like you, yes.
They cannot. This is a thing that they must stop.
Mm,
This
I
is
know.
no way to live.
And that's why we are here.
The
Well,
books
hopefully.
and our ancestors spoke of fires that warm, of light that changes, of day and night. We have none of that.
Percy takes a moment to preemptively mourn the loss of cooked food.
Mm-hmm.
More loss of what?
Preemptively mourn the loss of cooked food.
When you could
I mean,
no.
it's a hell of a thing because, like, you know, being able to tame fire was one of the first things, like, humans basically civilizing themselves, wasn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. I was just
That's not very dark thought,
maybe,
actually.
maybe you could do like a ceviche or something.
Ceviche.
Please tell me you're saying this to me and not them.
Have they lost the art of ceviche?
I'm just gonna say yes because I don't know what ceviche is.
It's
Okay,
a type of seafood dish where you chemically cook the food by putting it in lime juice.
Ah,
Basically use it.
They
Basically
don't-
using
they-
citric acid to cook it.
Limes don't do well in
Sorry,
this
you said-
climate.
You said seafood.
Yeah.
How much water is there around here?
Lots of
I mean,
I'll
have
just say
you
it, yeah.
tell how moist everything is? A lot.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Dex, do we see any fish flying past at, like, eye level or higher?
you do not.
Okay.
Maybe that's only at nighttime during dream time.
they don't have nighttime. He just said. I can't believe you're not listening. But yeah, so their books tell of, like, day, night, fire. They have none of this.
Yeah, they were. You
Yeah,
knew that they
summer.
were a Terran Mandate colony, and so they do have whatever like training stuff, whatever educational materials Terran Mandate would have left. So they've seen what life on planet is supposed to be.
Hmm.
Let me move the narration just a little bit. As you're walking along and talking, you do see the outline of the hospital, you know, to be your destination, rising up around the buildings around you. Like I said, they haven't all been fallen to some kind of explosion or violence. And as you're walking along, you see that the explosions and the violence and the stuff that you know, that gave them little nooks and crannies to hide in, it does still, but it looks more like the remnants of a revolution or anarchy. There definitely wasn't any war here. It's not widespread enough. The destruction isn't widespread enough. But more like, and this might be something that Percy feels is familiar, even though he doesn't remember it, like mercenaries, or bandits, or pirates, that are raiding for supplies, or because you know, tribal population groups decide that they want to do things differently. This is all local conflict. The hospital that you're seeing around the taller buildings, it looks like an old Terran Mandate hospital. Got a good 4 or 5 floors. No lights on inside, as one would expect there would not be lights. And getting closer to it, you, all of you but Virgilia, notice a fence that it's a chain link fence with clearly post city planning construction. It doesn't look like shoddy workmanship, but it definitely wasn't put there by construction crews, and it doesn't look so much like it's intended to keep people out. You see wires running all along the bottom and top of the fence. Virgilia, you're getting the sense from crew that there's nothing past the fence that Virgilia can see.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's
didn't we get something about that?
You did. You actually had some of Zoe's data referenced some kind of shielding that they had, which basically made whatever was inside the field uninteresting to entities.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually make anything invisible, or it doesn't actually provide any kind of barrier to them flying through. It just makes it uninteresting.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. Useful.
You see a Jeep that is parked inside the barrier of the fence, a few meters in from a gate, and outside the gate in also a post-city planning kind of guard shack. You see 2 more people. One, another man that is holding a combat rifle. and is just kind of looking out the small window of the guard shack. We're talking about it's a 7 feet high guard shack, about 4 feet wide and probably about 3 feet deep. It is literally just a shack in which somebody can stand and look out at you through a window.
Oh.
There's another pair of eyes in that guard shack, kind of creeping around from the side of the window and looking out at you. Looks like a shorter person.
Hmm.
Hamish, as you're approaching, kind of gets out in front of you and puts his hand up to slow you down. We should session break soon. I didn't think of that. I've been watching the time up until about the last time I looked at it was 12:50. So,
Nice.
real quick then, Hamish is pushing on ahead and putting his hand back for you to slow down, and he calls out to the person in the shack. This is the people. Bring Riley out. And the man in the shack does. Sorry, what was that?
I said, bring out the Riley.
Bring
Yeah.
out the Riley. The man in the shack is considerably less friendly with his gun than Hamish was, even when Hamish was, ambushing you.
And here, he was just so friendly.
What ambushing?
This man has his rifle up, shoulder, the rifle butt against his shoulder, and aimed. His rifle is aimed and leveled, as he with it's not quite held perfectly. He's only holding it with one hand right now, but he's using the other to kind of guide a girl to come out and see you. And I will.
Think about it, I guess it was kind of weird for us to be requesting to talk to the kid.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I get why these people are weirded out.
His mannerisms, as well as Hamish's. Hamish's shifts a little bit to be incredibly protective of this girl. And as she gets closer, Virgilia, you get the sense from Crew that that is where he's supposed to be. And we'll go ahead and take a break now.
We shoved two crews and Riley at once.
Oh no!
I'm gonna guess. Well, here's the thing: is I think they're gonna merge or something.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, well, that'd be interesting. Sorry,
Hold on. If they merge, will it just be one crew, or will it be one super crew?
I feel like it'll be one crew. I feel like it'll be one crew with two sets of memories, and it's probably not going to be in you because you are not from this cycle.
Okay, but I'm just thinking, what if we get to crew to like
Virgilia's
super crew 2?
Oh, the crew and
yeah, and maybe after a few more cycles, we can move even beyond super crew.
Go even further beyond, if you will.
Beyond super crew.
Yeah.
Ultra crew.
Super crew 2.
We are on
Ultra
break.
Instinct crew.
Just letting you guys know.
Oh, we're wasting our time.
And bring us back into frame.
Yeah.
And you were just faced with Riley being escorted out under heavy protection. Well, heavy for what you've seen so far. And Crew feeling a sense of, well, that's where I belong. Or Riley, sorry, Virgilia, feeling a sense of, crew belonging there.
I wonder how the other crew's feeling.
That is a fantastic question, actually.
I'll be honest. I kind of expected when you said that he was like, "Oh, by the way, yeah, crew like is yanked out of Virgilia."
Yeah.
You know,
Oh Lord.
Virgilia doesn't feel like there's any pull, or it's just a sensation of, that's home. Really, is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Percy leads with, please don't point the gun directly at us.
Hamish tries to also take your side here, and say they're unarmed, they're not going to hurt us. But the man with the gun, not taking any chances. The girl's our only protection here. No sudden moves.
Boy.
Okay, but if there's any more tension or stress in the conversation with the first group of outsiders in how many 100 years? On your head be it. And he just takes a step back.
Virgilia is just going to smile over at Riley and just say, well, jumpy sorts, aren't they?
She looks nervously at Virgilia and flicks an eye towards the man with the gun and a shoulder and a hand on her shoulder. And then looks back at Virgilia.
Virgilia is just going to shrug. How are you doing? I know it's difficult here, but are you eating well?
What? I mean, yes, yeah.
Great. That's good to hear. Now, I know this is very confusing. And you have crew reach out right now. Maybe it'd be easiest to have
this talk
it explained through him.
She looks over at Hamish and he nods at her and moves a little bit closer, stepping behind the line of fire of the man with the gun to
Right.
move over
Now,
to...
will there be an explosion of some sort when they touch?
Yeah, is this going to be the most? Is this the most mad scientist thing we've actually done?
Oh,
Possibly.
so what I'm describing is, I think, differently than what you may be seeing. That this was a movement from Hamish to move behind the man with the gun.
Oh, yeah, I realize that.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
just saying when
Coward.
they actually make the connection, what's going to happen?
Well, unless you do something to interrupt them, what
We haven't got a call from Elite saying, "Stop! Don't do it."
You've not, no.
Suddenly, like time cops warp in.
Wait, no.
That's what Elise is.
And this is how we enter the fourth cycle. Or how we meet the fourth cycle.
Um,
Oh, dear.
Hamish moves over beside Riley, stepping behind the guy with the gun, like I said, over to her other side, and then stands facing you And you see, well, the Vega possessing or bonded with Riley, float out and possess Hamish.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think go ahead and give me a wisdom notice check.
Okay, I can do
Everyone with
that.
organic eyes can make this check.
I'll be back shortly then.
Rolling poorly today.
That is really poor. Wow.
I'm rolling pretty okay.
I'm rolling exactly average.
So Virgilia does get a bonus here, so you still make it. This Vega, despite me saying earlier that no, there's no real discernible difference between the Vega and the Iden.
Mhm.
There is a discernible difference between this Iden and the Virgilia Iden.
Yeah.
The best way to describe it would be that it simply has a different shimmer or a different color. It's honestly hard to kind of
Like if you weren't seeing them side by side, it would be hard to tell.
yeah, and without the benefit of actual analytical data, it's also hard to tell. Virgilia, there's a little bit more to it. It doesn't, because you've got the benefit of crew and crew's senses. There's something just different aside from the visuals. I guess this is just telling you the same thing that I've already told you.
So to clarify then, would it be a Vega different from crew then, or would this be how crew was before when they were bonded with Riley?
Is it different, or is this indication of?
Or is it the same person? Or is it the same person but different enough that they may as well be different?
It's more like it's Vega Plus.
I don't know what you mean by that.
That does not clarify it at all.
If anything, that's more confusing.
But yeah.
Yes, it's all different, but the difference feels like it's not just different, but it's crew plus some other element. Well, I'll let you continue to analyze it throughout, and hope you roll better in the future.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that this being the first time that Virgilia is seeing anything different. Like every other Vega or Iden you've seen, the few times you have, has been as expected. This one felt like it came with a little bit extra.
And it was still different from the crew who is inhabiting Virgilia.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
The Iden possesses Hamish, and you see that telltale stiffening of the possessed human being controlled. What? Okay. Sorry,
Sorry, no, I should have waited. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I glanced over, not expecting to be so confused, and then I was very confused.
Wait, so should I have my crew possess one of the other crew members, and then we like send them out to
Remember-
battle Hamish like some sort of?
It's reverse
Unfortunately-
Pokemon.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have a pretty tricky time with that. You can get out of there.
Hmm.
I suppose I actually should have rolled. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry. You brought Chisha in exactly for this. Let me roll that.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's not as seamless as I just narrated. There, the Vega does seem to get lost in that. Wow, what a save too. In the Hall of Mirrors effect. But because Hamish is willing, they do connect.
Mhm.
It just it took enough time that if you had wanted to, you could have taken out an energy rifle and shot them.
Good thing they don't know what's possible.
Um,
I say also not knowing what's possible.
That'll be relevant if any hostile Vega tries possessing one of us, though.
Hmm. True.
For all we know, if this is another Vega, maybe it is a Vega pretending to be crew. Crew
I mean, it could just be another
weirder
Vega
thing.
who. It could be another Vega who is not crew, but who took the name crew.
Yeah, exactly. Like there is actually only one crew, and this one's
Yeah.
the evil crew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, we can get pretty conspiracy here.
well, Hamish, crew possessed Hamish. Possibly crew possessed Hamish. Opens his mouth and says, "What are your intentions here?"
Oh, this is terribly complicated. I explained some of it over the radio, but
We were really just kind of hoping that hey, once y'all met up, that everything would just like make sense.
that is part of it. We came to re-explore something that had been explored before in greater depth to understand what needs to be done next. I came
A little bit of a tensing up of people around. Continue.
I came to see you and Riley, as did crew.
I am crew.
Yes. And I'm going to let crew speak here.
Okay. What does your crew say?
Probably says
Whatever is most convincing.
probably says I am crew.
No, I am crew. No, he doesn't actually say that. The possible crew leaves Hamish and floats off toward Virgilia. The Virgilia possible crew floats out of Virgilia and
dear.
they meet. Virgilia still feels that strange sensation that the teenage girl past these glowing balls of light feels like home, where he belongs. That's where he's supposed to be. um the, the two maybe crews kind of circle each other. Everyone but Percy sees these balls of light circling. And side by side, yeah. One of them, if you've been keeping track very well, if your characters are good at playing the shell game with literal light that's going in front of it and behind itself, then the crew, or the maybe crew that came from Riley, just has this extra kind of shimmer. It's like a color, but you can't place it.
I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because Riley's a better host. I don't know. Could be.
You want to go ahead and make me one more of those wisdom notice checks?
I can try. Sadly, I do not have the re-rolls that experts do, but I will give it a go.
We believe in you.
11.
So
Pretty good.
the feeling that Virgilia is getting is the same feeling of like when she senses a Vega that is nested within its bonded host. You know, like you look at I've forgotten her name already, but OK Xiong or something like that back on Shinobu. You know that she was bonded. The Vega was going to die with her, and before the Vega actually reveals itself, Virgilia was able to detect it, right? It felt like that. It had a distinct feel to it. This is a bonded soul, basically a bonded soul pairing, and that's what crew outside of Riley feels like to Virgilia. Whereas crew outside of the lady on Shinobu, yes, it's still a bonded soul, but separately they are sensed differently. They are sensed separately. It's like there's a bonded soul Vega hosted within a human in this, if any of this is as it feels.
Okay, I'm confused, but so it feels. Sorry, it feels like. Okay, so the one on Shinobu felt like there were two separate souls, correct? The human soul and then the Vega soul.
When the Vega is outside the host, yes.
Okay, and in this case, it just feels like there's the crew soul, and there doesn't feel like there's anything separate from Riley.
Let me go back to the Shinobu one real quick because I want to add additional clarification there. So when the Vega is outside of its bonded host, it's floating around. You can feel them both separately. The Vega floating around feels like a Vega. The human feels like a human. You can only sense them as you can normal humans. When the host's Vega is nested within the host, then you can sense them as the bonded soul. It's a separate like identification than the Vega when they're flying around tethered. Okay. And the Vega as a bonded soul within a host is what Riley's crew feels like while he's floating around.
Okay, so it doesn't actually feel like he's separated from Riley in the same way that a typical bonded Vega would do when they move outside their normal host.
That would be
Correct?
a good interpretation of it, yes.
Is it just me? Is it just me, or does that sound a little bit like unhealthy codependence, where they're still bonded even when they're not?
Well, yeah, it's strange. It's certainly strange.
Hmm.
I will also add, on the wake of your rolling over a 10 here, that the Riley's maybe crew feels very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like I'm just gonna. Is that also relative to Virgilia's crew?
Yes.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. It could be because It could be because the bond between Crew and Riley is stronger. It could be because they have been in the intra-world forever.
I think it's more likely the latter, because how long have you been with your crew?
It would have been since the previous host passed away.
That's not a number.
I don't have an exact number. It's been probably
Rough number?
a decade, I'd say.
Right, yeah. So, what? How old does Riley look again, Dex?
I'm sorry, what was it?
How old does Riley look?
Like teenager.
Yeah.
Mid-teens, 15, 16.
Okay, so unless she got bonded when she was 6, I doubt it's a length of bond thing that means her crew is more strongly bonded to her than yours.
Well, that's just it. I don't think it's the duration so much as it's either submersion in the introverse or just that Riley is a more suitable host.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. Or it could be that this crew isn't the same crew.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm paranoid about that now.
Hmm.
That is another possibility, though. I'm not. I don't necessarily think it's that one. Odd. Well, what were we doing again?
Very
Watching
lengthy.
them fly around each other.
Yeah, the balls
Yeah.
of life are snipping each other's butts.
Yes. That sounds right.
They are literally circling each other like dogs right now.
Right.
Does yours bite?
Judging by the fact that he's the only defense against hostile Vega, yes. He's basically a guard dog.
After some time,
I probably shouldn't say that.
unless you interrupt them, the Vega retract to their respective hosts. The man with the gun he's gotten less abrasive or aggressive with it. His gun has dipped. It's no longer aiming at you guys. He did have to take his hand off of Riley for a moment while so that her crew could possess Hamish, and he hasn't placed his hand back on her. And she now looks around at all of you. Just, so is it true that you can evacuate everyone?
We think so.
Probably.
I believe it was done before.
Why did you come here? Nobody's ever come here.
Well, again, some of those here have come here before.
At this point, you guys are interrupted by the man with the gun. Pads Riley on the shoulder, kind of the back, and guides her towards the fence, and looks over at Hamish. Let's take this inside.
Right.
Hamish looks over at you guys and nods and motions you through the gate. He does say, "Be careful of the wires. Please make sure not to snag anything."
Mm.
And you do see wires running along the ground and across the upper edge of the opening of the gate. Along with this observation, for those more observant, you also see that the Jeep, which would have had an antenna, goes above this wire. The antenna has been snapped off so that no part of the Jeep should come into contact with the wire going across above. At this point, I can probably be less cryptic. You're definitely seeing what has been described as the barrier, and you can. Those of you with a mechanical bent can see just how fragile the various transmitters and wires are. I think I used a different word for the transmitters, but whatever. Emitters. That's what I'm looking. The barrier emitters are very fragile, and their framework of wires very large. So all eyes are on you as you're crossing this threshold to make sure that nothing gets damaged.
I can fix it. It's fine.
Almost certainly could, yes. You're ushered into the hospital lobby.
As we're going in, Percy just sort of mutters to Doug on the way past. So, did they actually do anything that I couldn't see? Did they did they do anything?
Like the sniffing?
They sniffed each other. They can do it.
Oh boy.
It looked like to me.
Do your best, man.
Within the building, you do see the light of fires. There does appear to be a fire pit cooking food in like the waiting room of the waiting lobby of an emergency room, or emergency intake. And you see that they've organized the hospital into a functional little refuge surrounded by their massive wire fence. There's no heat coming off of those fires that you can feel, but you still hear the sound of food sizzling and cooking.
Interesting.
Chemical fires? I wonder.
Well, there has to be some heat. Maybe it's just like they've directed it more carefully, so it only goes into the food, and there's not really any excess. I don't know.
I suppose it helps that it's in the building with the "don't notice me" wire that you mentioned.
You guys have enough sensors that I can make this less cryptic. Your sensors tell you that that's a normal fire, that it is putting off heat. You just don't feel it.
Okay.
Huh.
But the food feels it.
The food's definitely feeling it. Yeah, it's cooking. It's cooking like a normal fire cooks food.
Yeah, and if the sensors are saying it's putting off heat, there probably is heat. So probably it could burn you, but for whatever reason, your perception of the area is different from reality. Yeah.
Maybe if you brought
we're debating logic in what is effectively a dream realm.
We really ought to have brought Rusty Kevin with us, because a non-sapient android would not be affected by the introverse stuff in the same way. Thus, might be able to perceive things as reality should be beneath the layer of the infra world.
We probably should have, yeah.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I assume she's not surrounded by a swarm of ghosts, but I do wonder how this looks to Keishan. But there's not a good time to bring it up now, so I'll bring it up later.
You wonder how what reacts? Just so I've got something to think on.
Keishan, like I assume she doesn't have a swirling cloud of ghosts, but I wonder.
Oh, you mean in this area? Right? No,
I think it's
she.
invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in general, so yeah.
Yep. Another observation that you can easily make is that even after you seem to have been given the go-ahead, there's some considerable protectiveness over Riley. She's pretty much instantly scurried off in a different direction once you guys have come in and met with Lisette.
As long as there's not a yodeling cult, we're fine.
she's reluctant. She doesn't seem to want to go, but she just kind of she's resigned. She just accepts that she is being moved off somewhere else. You are introduced to some of the refugees here and given some statistics on the hospital here. Current population is about 600 just in the hospital, with operation and not operation rooms, but rooms converted into rooms. And that this is the bulk of people here, with a small population choosing to live in the Freeman Center, and still small, but not as small population living in what they call the Dawkins Institute, which by description just sounds like a prison facility. And you're offered some food. You're also told you're not just left high and dry. You're told that Lisette and Hamish will meet with you once they've had a chance to discuss what all of this means, the ramifications, and talk to Riley and their crew. And as long as you guys don't object to being left in the hands of people that are just like, ooh, visitors, do you want some food? Then, that's what happens. Is there any objection to them leaving you like that?
For me.
I'm good.
Okay. After a little while, can't be more than a few minutes. You've just gotten your first little bit of it definitely cooked food, but it oh, hang on. Yeah.
Does it taste moist?
No, it doesn't taste moist. But it looks like you've gotten a can of Spam. Or a slice from a can of Spam with some mashed potatoes.
A slice of Spam, lovely.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I suppose I actually feel a little bad now for them, feeding us.
Yeah, you've just been given a dish, a cracked dish, and you see Riley kind of scurry out from wherever she was secreted away to, looking back like a suspicious teenager that just snuck out of the house.
Yep. Probably because that's basically what she is.
She slinks her way over to you and kind of just stops short of your group, looking suspiciously at Virgilia.
I give her a thumbs up.
How do you also have crew?
Right.
Here we
So
go.
how do you feel about time travel?
You said that. I don't
Yeah?
believe in it.
Well, this will be a very difficult explanation then.
Really? Time travel?
Well, no, not really. It's more of a time loop. I've been moving through it at the normal speed, as has crew. It's just it's just that crew went to an odd point 8,000 years ago. Which is
How?
also an odd
Get
explanation.
get to talk without being interrupted, did you?
No, it's a teenager.
Yeah.
I understand how it works.
You know what's up.
But I'll let you if you want to say what Virgilio describes out of character. I'll let you just assume that there are interruptions and
Yeah. How's also an odd explanation. We don't know the full details yet. I'm hopeful to figure that out this time. But suffice it to say that things reset mostly to 8,000 years ago.
8,000 years? What? But you'd be dead.
Oh, no, I was born 33 years ago.
Did crew drift through you too? Wait, how is he crew?
Well, because he followed you when
Well, 8,000 years ago.
crew followed you when you did and will go back to 8,000 years ago.
I've never done that.
I feel like she's not getting the time travel thing.
You will have done that, or you will have done that rather. You will have done that in the past future. I'm
Future
confused now.
Man, English,
Yes. Time travel and tenses.
man, English is just not equipped to have this conversation.
Hmm.
A you that is you a couple years from now, but also a you from a previous 8,000 year cycle traveled to 8,000 years ago in this cycle.
You know how dumb this sounds, right?
We're really counting on crew just catching
Yeah.
up on everything immediately.
Riley, both of us are possessed by space spirits who are the same spirit.
Crew said it was
If you weren't
the same.
Well, I mean, what are the crews saying? Are they just laughing to each other right now?
Possibly.
they might be.
Crew feels
What?
like your crew is crew. I don't always understand what he means.
That we have in common, then. Listen. Riley, this is going to sound insane.
I think this is a good time to interrupt with a alarmed call and cry for Riley from distant wing of the hospital.
Ah, fuck.
I'm going to send. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to reach out with her to make a mental contact and say, "Listen, relax. I'm just going to have crew. I'm going to have crew make a connection with you so we can stay in contact. That'll be easier than having them chase after you all around the hospital so you can talk to us."
She looks suspicious still, but she nods.
Okay, I'm going to use Mind Link on her and I guess the others here as well.
Okay.
Just so we can all stay in contact.
All right. Go ahead and post it again so everyone, anyone that wants to, can read it again.
Okay.
Yep. She link. She seems familiar with this and says very quickly into all your brains, apparently, since you're all linked now. Anybody that was willing to be linked.
Sure.
I have to go. I'll be back. And she scurries back in the direction of people that are apparently frantically looking for her.
Yeah. Yeah. Percy, who is not terribly suited in telepathic communications, will attempt to send to just Virgilia, but send to everyone. Oh, it must be invading Vega. I wonder if Virgilia could help with that. She has a crew as well.
I think they might just be looking for Riley. Also, you're on speaker.
Yeah, they're looking for me. They never let me go anywhere. You can practically hear her pouting, always under protection, lock and key, can't go do anything.
It's a lot, isn't it? They're concerned for you, but it is...
They're not concerned for me, they just want my protection.
Yeah. Percy manages to keep it down a little bit this time. Virgilia and Riley don't hear it, but everyone else, oh shit, it's another koala.
Yeah.
This one seems a little bit more sour than Koana.
It wouldn't be possible to be any sweeter.
That's true.
Yep.
You hear the vocal shouting for Riley stop. It did alarm people around here also, who looked at Riley and were like, you know you're in trouble. And you can actually hear her being yelled at for basically getting out of sight. What were you thinking? It's dangerous out there. Need to stay with someone here at all times, etc., etc.
Blah 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 blah.
Blah blah blah.
Does Virgilia say that? Like through the link?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will add blah blah blah.
There's a sense of mirth, and Riley repeats it back. Blah 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 blah.
I'm just going to assume that Virgilia was the same way when she...
Yeah, there was certainly some of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Percy will think it really. John to talk with us instead of just having to listen to the lecture. Just don't start drilling.
I think I caught all that. Percy's asking, do you want to talk to us instead of listening to the lecture?
Just make sure you don't start drilling.
I know what I'm doing here.
Okay.
I'm the one with crew.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm going to go back in time, but how does that make it so that you have crew?
Your connection with crew is odd. So you are, I think I mentioned, but my great times 320 times grandmother.
And Virgilia wanted to make that very clear.
Yes, I've kind of started developing a sore throat from saying it over and over again. So
Good thing this is telepathic.
The best part is it's not actually exactly 8,000 years. It's 7,700 something. So
yeah, I might be off a little bit. I don't remember the entire genealogy.
Depends on how much Virgilia really cared to keep that straight.
Yeah,
He doesn't.
for sure.
Or would Virgilia be willing to use an approximation?
Yeah, she's just approximating. I think she probably does know how many hosts he's or how many hosts
Crew's
Crew has had, which is probably less than the number of generations it's been, just because I imagine sometimes like there'll be a grandparent who passes it on to a grandchild or similar. But
Well, I don't think she'd know exactly how many crews. You know that the Vega aren't that great at sense of time.
right.
And he certainly hasn't been counting them. He's
Right.
just been
Actually, now think about it. Is this like the first? Is he like the first and only entity that's traveled with human hosts for that long?
He is
Probably.
the only one we know of. Most of the other ones are stuck with a single host.
Yeah. So I was like, I wonder how that affects them though. Anyways,
He's not as shiny as he used to be.
got me. That's what I was like, is he just worn down now?
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe.
Is that why the original feels stronger? Not that I feel that, of course, but the world
Could
needs
be.
to know. Our acquiring minds need to know.
All right. I believe you were explaining to her the
How many
intricacies of time travel.
Insofar as we understand them.
Virgilia last said that. Excuse me. That. Ooh. Actually, can you recall how you last put it?
How I last put what?
We got distracted on the 320 greats.
Yeah. Good thing with telepathic.
She put it. I believe she put it as she recounted the number of hosts Crew had, which I'm going to say is maybe like 232. Sure.
She can approximate, yeah.
And they were all descended from you.
Breaks my brain. Can't descend from me until I'm dead.
Percy just says, "Can I step in?"
Please do. Anybody that makes more sense.
Yeah, just look at it this way. You at least
Okay,
now you know you'll have kids.
I guess.
Ew.
Okay. So think about it. Think about it this way. Pretend the entire universe is a big bubble. All the people are in the bubble, right?
Okay.
Okay. Now imagine there is a smaller bubble inside the big bubble with a few people in it. Not many, just a few.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you burst the big bubble, the small one survives, and then a new one gets blown around the small bubble. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So anything that was in the small bubble was in the old big bubble and is now in the new big bubble. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You were in the last. This keeps happening. You were in the last small bubble. Your crew was in the last small bubble. She comes from the small bubble. We're in the big bubble right now. The new big bubble.
The new big bubble that grew around
Yeah.
the small bubble after the old bubble popped. I was in the old bubble.
Yeah. There was another you in the old bubble who went into the small bubble. Big bubble popped. You and crew were in the small bubble. You lived your life, I guess. Crew stayed in the small bubble until he wound up with her, and she came out of the small bubble with us into this new big bubble, where you now are, a different version of you.
So, your crew came from me.
Yeah, from the
Yes.
you in the last universe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Percy said to the rest of the group, honestly, I thought I was going to have to explain that to Lohan first.
This should all be impossible. This is straight out of one of those bad sci-fi romance books.
Oh boy.
I cannot emphasize enough is that so is the existence of Crew in the first place.
Percy doesn't see anything mentally. He just flashes a split-second glimpse of Monster Trail.
Actually,
It
No,
is
that's
only
an
telepathy. It's not actually
perspective.
image projection.
Okay, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Okay.
You can see through her senses
Yeah,
if you want to.
Yeah. Hmm.
More like
Meh.
to us, Crew's very existence is like something from a bad sci-fi. book.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's all a matter of perspective. That's totally normal to Riley.
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
this crazy story is all normal to us now. Kind of.
Unfortunately.
Not really. We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I think I get it. But why?
That was actually a really good analogy.
Why did time get reset the way it did?
Why any of this?
That is a good question. We know parts.
Why are we here? Because I'm trying to figure out how to stop it. Because I for one quite like this universe. I live
I
here.
don't.
Most of my stuff is here.
I don't like it.
Oh yeah, this particular part sucks.
You've only seen a very small part of it, yeah.
How is it muggy in a vac suit?
What's muggy?
The presence of excessive moisture.
Oh, this is normal. This isn't.
It's
This is
normal
part of
for here.
mug.
It is not normal for other places that aren't swamps.
Mm-hmm.
What's a swamp?
A place
Okay,
with
we
a
get it.
lot of standing water.
Oh dear.
That's not frozen.
Not frozen.
That is not frozen.
You can drink a swamp.
No. Well,
Mm.
I mean, you could, but
Yes.
it'd be a bad
Yes, but
idea.
unhealthy. Yes, but unhealthy.
Huh. So, okay, what is this? Why are you guys here?
Because everyone else knows what's going on even less than we do.
Well, I'm here because I want to meet you, because I figured that bringing two crews are better than one, at least in terms of dealing with the most obvious cause of the universe resetting and continuing to reach this point.
Hey, when does this bubble pop?
We're not sure. Probably not long.
Do I have to go somewhere else? Do I have to go to the small bubble before it pops?
Mm-hmm.
If you wish to go to the next big bubble, yes.
I don't. Can I not?
Yeah.
Why would I put myself through that again?
So the
small bubble is nicer, but yeah.
Well, the small bubble is nicer, but it's because if this continues as it is, you will always be here at this time.
Right, because the bubble's always going to grow back, right?
Right.
Because
the big bubble.
Fine.
The big bubbles are very, very similar, and yeah, it's time. Time continues to exist.
If things continue,
survive.
Yeah,
Good
that's
question.
a really good question. That is a really good question. We do not know.
We're not sure that they know either.
I don't believe they do.
My terms are that you have to save everyone here.
Okay.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
That's a great question. We merely want you to help us. We want you and crew to.
Oh, it's muted.
Okay, I will, but those are my terms. You have to help everyone here.
Yeah, I think that's very doable.
Yeah, Percy says to Virgilia, you thought she would have more idea what was going on than us, didn't you?
I was hoping she would have an idea.
Hmm.
Well, I was hoping the crew would have an idea.
Instead, she has depression.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But it's where we are now.
So You guys are like the Jody. So, DM interjection here. The Jody was a reference that Cycle 2 Raza came into contact with often enough that I think that they would have made note of it.
I don't remember
Oh
it.
right, I do remember. I do actually remember this now.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Jody was like the person that visited here, right?
The Jody was a person that visited here. The Jody was also referenced by the good Vega on Ecos.
I don't think we've ever really gotten. I think it was something like a journal or something at some point, but
Let me go back to Ecos real quick. Alright, this is where they stole the suit. Maestro, Zenthra, the Vault. When did you guys go to Ecos?
it was shortly. Yeah, was it shortly after I joined? I don't remember.
Okay, so it was right. Then that's. I should just be able to search. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Vitalists, all that stuff. That was fun. The refugees, all that stuff. Going to Ecos. There we go. Sorry about the interruption here. Okay. My notes are not great about that particular session. But the entities there, the Vega there, and their hosts did know about the black ships. They were able to describe the infraworld with a standard description that you've gotten from other purportedly reliable sources. And they also did reference the Jody. And they had this little creed that they recited from the Jody about what the infraworld was like. And I think that's what would have been recorded by Cycle 2 Raza, was that the Jody is some kind of a an important figure to Vega that are on the side of humans, and humans living as long as their universe will allow them. Um, and yeah, reference to the Jody has only come up in places where the Vega are human friendly, being those Vega on Ecos that are fighting against the bad Vega, and fought against you until you could convince them you were against the bad Vega also. And here, both in Cycle 2 and in Cycle 3, the Jody has been referenced as a legend by Riley. So, back to the conversation.
Should probably be chasing it down more.
Should probably what?
We should probably be chasing that down more. That sounds like an important thing to learn more about.
It can wait a couple cycles.
It's probably, I just feel like maybe that's the key to everything is tracking down the Jody.
Yeah, it could be.
And so
It's probably nonsense side story.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know that it's nonsense. It's a point we haven't fully investigated yet. There's that. There's
a lot to do. Yeah.
There's the ruins of the ancient civilization that probably set up the time loop in the first place to deal with the infraworld, which we don't know enough about yet.
But that could be where the Jody's from.
It could be the same thing. That's something I was
That would be an
considering.
interesting link. Anyhow.
So yeah, those are the points we haven't investigated yet. There's also like how to stop the fucking infraworld.
Yeah, that really is something we should look into. Like, I was part
Because if we could figure out the time
annoyingly
loop,
pressing issue.
what's that?
Said it's an annoyingly pressing issue, isn't it?
Yeah, because if we can't stop the infraworld, then figuring out the time loop doesn't fucking matter. Because we're even more fucked if the time loop breaks and the infraworld wins.
Oh dear.
Yeah, wee little problem.
At least with the time loop, the infraworld winning just means we lose for a little bit and then we go back and do it again.
Yeah. Assuming it still works if the infraworld is. But yeah.
Well, indeed. Yeah.
Unless we were wrong the whole time and letting it fade into the infraworld is the correct solution.
I don't want to gamble on that. With this amount of information, I don't want to gamble on that.
But you never know until you try it, y'all.
Yeah.
I think we can get a lot more information that would point us that way or against it before we even think about trying it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
You think it might be too soon to choose the fate of the universe?
Yeah, I think so. But it's possible that like the slide into the infraworld is somehow actually related to the time loop, and that fixing one fixes the other. So it might be that we fix the infraworld thing, and then suddenly the time loop's fine.
Our running theory,
but you know,
our running theory is the slide into the infraworld is connected to the time loop, or that the time loop is triggered by.
Yeah, by a certain level's assumption, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of interesting because we actually, I don't know if I remember the time loop being mentioned. Because that's right, yeah, because the first cycle never. Yeah. Anyways,
the first cycle did not provide any information on it. I have no idea what the first cycle did.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't reckon the first cycle made anywhere to the to that information carrying over, and I don't think we have any of the players either.
Correct.
The forgotten cycle. So it's like, yeah, we're like, oh yeah, this is the third cycle. Does anyone know what happened to the first cycle? I don't know.
I think our only I think our only knowledge that there was a first cycle is because Audrima was able to perceive that that time had been reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's purely from like whatever the heck Audrima is intellectually.
Yeah.
Their fascination with porcelain began in cycle 1.
They're huge fanboys.
Yeah.
Now, should they ever meet the? Yeah, you know they say don't meet your heroes, though, right?
Yeah. Well, it's fine. The Audrima are such massive simps that I'm sure it'll work out.
Why do we have to use that choice of words?
Because it makes you suffer.
All right, let's get back to the conversation. We got about 15 minutes left here.
Let's get back to Lulu having to convert the teenage girl or something.
Yeah.
So yes, she is asking. I believe she asked, "Are you like the Jody?"
We don't know what the Jody is, except in brief reference in the records that were passed over from the previous cycle. I'm afraid.
The Jody is, I mean, it protected us here when everything broke, hundreds of years ago.
Actually, is this something I can use? Is this something I can use eclectic knowledge for?
So eclectic memory should be for actionable stuff. How do you want to give me a little bit more idea of what you want from it?
So we know there are a bunch of ruins and stuff on this planet that we in the previous cycle did not explore, but
Okay.
that the locals would have information on, and crew especially would have information on, being a Vega. And the good Vega often seem to be the ones most connected with the Jodi. I'm wondering if crew would have information on areas that may have been abandoned by the locals, but that we could explore, and so could take action on
Okay.
based on this reminder from Riley.
Then, yeah, I think that's a reasonable use of the eclectic memory. It is not a role, it is just something you know that could shift the dynamics of the situation or provide additional avenues to resolve a problem. The problem being that you were trying to, not really a problem, but we'll call it the investigation of the problem that you were trying to resolve. And sure, based on kind of the information that you have from Cycle 2 that Virgilia has certainly poured over, and some references that you've got, some inferences you can make also about how a society or a group of people could survive if suddenly plunged into the infraworld like this, or subsumed into the infraworld. There are locations nearby. There are certainly locations nearby that would be the site of battles between powerful pro-human forces before humans could defend themselves, and the incoming entities, from smoke entities to Vega to whatever else might slip over from the infraworld. Those sites could be identified if you ran an active scan from the ship on the terrain and structure nearby and got some real good detailed topological, geographical, and everything else, all the sensory data that you could get. You could certainly pinpoint locations of where you suspect these battles have occurred, and it's reasonable to think they occurred nearby because this is where the population has survived.
Okay.
Good use. I like that. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
Didn't make me regret the focus this time. I appreciate that.
In fairness, the way I'm framing eclectic knowledge as being partially crew connected does mean I have much more reason to know shit than Jai did.
Yeah. Well, I'll always want to provide you with good information that's relevant to the character. For you, in your case, yeah, I can absolutely use crew a bit more, and part of that information does come from crew. That, you know, these humans that got subsumed into the infraworld really have no way of protecting themselves. They are lambs for the slaughter until they learn what to do and what not to do. Something powerful had to protect them. Whether that was a paramilitary force that already knew what was coming, or something else. And that's what you'll be looking for if you decide to make those scans from the ship.
Okay.
So, Riley, I have a question.
Yeah. No, I have
Would
to
you
do
like us-
homework now. So.
Just
Wait,
the last
can you do
question,
my
then.
homework for me?
I can help you with your homework.
That's my new term. You have to do my homework for me. What's your question?
I think we just do it.
Okay. Here's the question.
Let's convince the teenagers to demand.
Do you want to help us? I'm offering you a chance for something fun here, Riley. Do you want to help us figure out how much like the Jody we actually?
Yeah,
Right.
but I still have to do my homework.
Yes, you do.
You sound just
is
like
it-
them.
Is this not?
I am twice your age.
It's stupid.
this
When
not
will I
even-
ever need this?
Virginia,
Here's
is
where
this
Riley
not?
leans on. I'm your ancestor.
Do you realize
You're
what
just
job
fucking
you
up.
had after you went into the small bubble?
Virginia.
Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here.
No, it's okay. Carry on.
Right. The point is, if you do your homework, I'll help you sneak out for a little expedition.
Seriously, you won't do my homework for me?
Does
I can either help you sneak out to help us explore things, or I can do
Fine,
your
I'll
homework.
Do the homework. You're worse than them.
I'm
Yeah,
helping
that's-
you sneak out.
Percy sends publicly across the link? Does this not count as even a little bit of an extenuating circumstance? Come on, I didn't. Okay, no, I'm not a good example. You're right.
You're
Yeah,
dangling candy in front of me to make me do my homework.
If it
Yeah.
works on horses, it works on people.
I'm not. What's a horse?
Oh
Or
dear.
what? Sorry.
If you
what's
do
a
your
horse's?
homework, if you do your homework, I'll tell you what a horse is.
Ugh.